Welcome, everybody, to A Kiss for Luck. I'm Steve.
I'm Charisse.
And as usual, the third leg of our pyramid, Mike Crutchfield. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing good. I got Steve and Charisse bringing me back off of a layoff. So hopefully I
Well,
run good.
yeah. Well, you've been training well, so we're okay.
Yeah. The trainer, the main trainer, Charisse says I've been training bullets, so I'm ready to
Yep.
go.
You worked at 58 and 2 from the gate, so you're
There
good.
we go. It's
You
time
got
to
it.
go.
Some horses love layoffs, and Mike's one of them. So
Yeah.
le- let's get some picks here, and let's get you off the pine. And what do you got for
Well,
us,
wait,
Mike?
wait, wait. Before you do that, happy Merry Christmas Eve,
I was
everybody.
gonna
We're
do
taping
that
this.
at
Yeah.
the end. I was gonna do it at the
No,
end.
no. Ho, ho, ho. We're taping this at 1 o'clock Pacific time, Christmas Eve, Wednesday,
Okay.
and picks for Friday, Saturday, and I've got picks for opening day, Sunday at Santa Anita. So let's go.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
All right, I'm putting it on.
I got my
Yeah,
bow.
there you go. Love it.
All
Love
right,
it.
go Giants. Maybe we can get some good off-season pickups. I'm not impressed yet, but we'll see what happens. Mike, what do you got there, buddy?
Okay, so I'm going to give out our early pick five for Aqueduct on Friday. So it's a $108 play. And in the first race, I'm going to go with the number one, Interstate Love Song.
Mhm.
Ran really good in a short field, first time out. He's the 6-5 favorite. But there's a horse that I'm going to make my top preference is the number five, Pulling Threads. That horse is, you have to really watch out when Manny Franco rides for the Klarovich stables. They are just dynamite together, and that's a first time starter, and he's on the line at 5-2. So I'm going to use that one, and then finally number six, Some Ride. So I'm going to use the 156 in the first leg.
All righty, got you down. Okay, who else?
Okay, in the second race, I'm going to use the number one, uh, Bernina Express, the number four, Mama Rock Me, and I'm gonna also use the favorite Margarita Molly. And again, that the favorite is 8-5 on the line, but this horse has been stopping at 6 furlongs, and now they're going a mile. I have to use them because the speed figures are superior. But the horse that I'm going to use as my first preference is number one, Bernina Express. Um, this horse is going from turf to dirt for a trainer that's 21% on that move. So I'm going to make that horse my top preference. And I think the number four, Mama Rock Me, is going to really bother the number eight, could set it up for the number one.
All right, reminds me of a song line, Mama Rock Me, like
There
Wagon
you
Wheel,
go.
Wagon
right?
wheel.
There you go.
All right, race
And
three.
yeah, so race number three, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna use the number three, Double Your Money.
Nope,
And
Wrong
that's the
race.
number one horse.
I'm sorry, the number one, Double Your Money.
Hmm.
And I'm gonna use the number seven, Valetian. And I'm gonna use a horse 21 on the line that I think you should put in your exactas and across the board is the only speed in the race is the number four, Military Road. I think that horse is going to run giant, and at 20-1, he's run over the aqueduct surface twice and has run second twice, so he likes the surface. He's got good speed, and I think they're going to have a tough time reeling that horse in. So that'll be my long shot play, the number four, Military Road. But my first preference is Double Your Money. That is my first preference. The horse that I think is going to win the race, but I would box him up with the four and the seven.
Okay, 147.
Yep. And so we'll go ahead and go to the we'll go ahead and go to the fourth race. And in this race, it's kind of a strange race. Linda Rice has two horses in here, And the one thing I've noticed, she's training at 23%, first of all. But the one thing I'm keeping an eye on Linda Rice about is whenever she has two horses in a race, it seems like the bigger price always wins
Yeah.
for some reason.
Oh,
Don't
yeah.
know why, but it just seems that way. And so I'm gonna use three horses in that race. I'm gonna use the number one, Beck's Dreamer, and I'm gonna use the number two, Dr. Incel, and I'm gonna use her favorite in here, Sequential. But I tell you what, I'm gonna make the number one, Beck's Dreamer, my first preference at 2-1, 5-2, somewhere in that area is the horse I'm gonna play to win.
Okay, sounds good. And it's a maiden claimer. It's 20,000 claimers, so you
Anything
never
can
know.
happen, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And so finally in the fifth race, I'm going to use three horses in there. I'm going to use the number four, Sassy Princess, and I'm going to use the number six, Chocolate Chocolate, and a horse that I think I'm going to maybe make my biggest bet of the day on is the number nine, Melly Mel.
Mhm.
And this horse is was claimed by Morley, which he's 23% off the claim. I like that. And then he's putting Santana on the horse, which he's riding at 26%, that jockey trainer combination. So I'm going to put a smooth C note on Melly Mel, the number nine.
Yep. I don't blame you. I see what you're seeing. I hope that comes to fruition, and I hope you can close out your pick five. So you did the Noah's Ark plus one there, 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by.
Yeah, yes, I did. It adds up to 108.
All right. Okay. Fantastico. All right, my lovely bride over there that wanted to make sure that we acknowledged Christmas. What do you got for us, dear?
Bah humbug.
Yeah.
Just kidding. I'm gonna go to opening day. As everyone knows by now, it has been pushed back to Sunday at Santa Anita, the 28th. I'm trying to get Steve to go out there that day, but I'm not sure. I know we're going for New Year's Day. We're going to start the new year right. We're going to start the new year with winners, but I don't know if we'll make it Sunday. But I'm going to do an early pick five, and then just for fun, I'm going to give you a couple of late doubles on the card. So we're going to go to the first race, Santa Anita.
How much is this ticket going to be? Because I want to know how many times I can play it. Okay.
Well, I know your bankroll, Mr.
Okay.
Redfield, so you can probably play it 80 times.
What?
Oh, come on.
Oh
What do
my
you got here,
goodness.
babe?
I'm excited for this.
It's an $8 ticket, but it could be a $16 ticket if my single is I think really good, but I
Okay.
did okay, so you'll see as I go.
Enough
But
of the
Got it.
tease. Enough of the tease. Get to the horses, babe.
all right. First race, Santa Anita Sunday. Post time is 11 a.m., just so
Mm.
everyone knows specific time. I'm going to use two horses. I'm going to use Chair's Coin, number 8, Michael McCarthy, first, second time starter. Jose Ortiz is out. The Ortiz brothers are at Santa Anita for opening day, and I love Jose, and I'm going to use the 8. I'm also going to use the 10 with Mr. Pratt for
Mm.
Mr. Baffert. So we're too
Mm.
deep there. In the second race, I'm using the 2, first time starter for Doug O'Neill. He's 14% first, and he has our new soon to be leading rider. Ismael Jaramillo from Florida. Wonderful rider. He's out here for the winter. So excited to see him do well out here. But I am going to use the 2 at 6-1. I'm also going to use number 4, Mr. Baffert Newton with JJ Hernandez on. I think JJ's back in the groove after Los Al daytime meet. First time starter works. Look, kind of Baffordish, not typical, not blazing fast, but I do like the horse. They paid just shy of $1 million for it. So 2-4. In the third race, I'm going to use the 3 Candy Bar with Tyler Bays and our former trainer Bob Hess. I just like this horse for 50,000. He won an optional 50 last time out at Del Mar on the grass, and this is a mile on the grass again, so why not? I'm also going to use the 5 Toes with Flavian Pratt. Neil Drysdale, as we know, does not get many winners these days, but I think he's got a solid one here. So I'm going to use 3 Candy Bar and 5 Toes. Fourth race is my single at a juicy 12 to 1.
Ooh,
Oh,
Number 8, Honey Bucket for
Honey
Edwin
Bucket.
Alvarez. And we know
Hmm.
Edwin used to be the assistant to Gary
Sherlock.
Sherlock. And Terry Levenger bred this horse. He took his mare to Twirling Candy, brought it back. It is a cow bred, and he owns it. 12 to 1 Tiago. First time out. I know it was Los Al daytime, but he ran awesome in a maiden special weight cow bred. I think he can come right back and win this optional 20 cow bred, but I like the odds at 12 to 1. If you want to double your pick 5 ticket, throw in the 12 with Irad Ortiz, Diva Cat.
Wow.
I just
yep.
like Mark Glatt. Irad's on him. He's run 2 really good races, maybe. But like I said, I prefer to single because it's only an $8 ticket. So I'll single the 8.
Yep.
And then we go to the last leg, the 5th race, the Mathis Mile Grade 2, a mile on the turf. I'm using the 2 Tempest Volat for Leonard Powell and Marco De Muro. And I'm going to use Mr. Pratt for John Sadler on number 3, Namaron. So that is your pick 5, $8 or 16, whichever you choose. I
Okay.
kind of wanted to do something fun in the late double. I believe the late double is $5. So this is going to be a $25 investment. We're going to the 10th race. We're going to use all of the Bob Baffert horses. We're going to use the 3, the 5, the 8, the 9, the 10. Singled to number 3 in the last race. Love this horse. Mike, put a C note on this horse. Cliffs. Number 3, Cliffs. Jose Ortiz for Cherie DeVoe. Yes, we're at Santa
Hmm.
Anita. Morning line, 6 to 1, a mile and a quarter on the grass, grade 1 American Oaks. $25 play.
Got it. Got it. And you know what I like what you did, in your picks, Charisse, is that you used, the Ortiz boys and you used Pratt a lot. And that's brilliant because they're not down here to eat lunch at Pink's.
Yeah.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, Pratt lives in New York now with his
Yep.
family.
Yes.
They're probably catching the red eye Saturday night. I don't know if they have Mount Saturday. I assume they do. And they're here for opening day. So why not?
Yeah. Love it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Oh, and you
Fantastic.
mentioned something else, Charisse, that was really good, that was keen on your part, was Hermelio coming down from Gulfstream.
Yeah.
I think that that's very savvy because I think what we need to look at is he's known as one of the best gate jockeys in Florida,
Oh, okay. I
meaning
did not know that.
getting horses out the gate. He's
Okay.
known to be one of the best there. So when people are using him, you will start to see that it'll usually be on horses that have speed
Well,
because he's really.
his agent is Tom Canoost, who's
Hmm.
very good friend of Doug O'Neill, and he's tight with the Doug O'Neill barns. So
Ah,
he's going to be riding for Doug a lot.
there you go. There
Yes.
you go.
So
Savvy.
I'm rooting for him. I think
Yeah.
he'll do well.
Yeah.
Yep. I think he will. I mean, he's been a solid jockey over there for a long,
Yeah.
long time. So
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
think he's and a lot of those jockeys you got to look at that have been elsewhere, have done really well, but they haven't been able to break into the stable here in Southern California. Well, now it's a thin stable, so they
Yeah.
can come here and probably get some really good mounts. So
Hmm.
that's
Hmm.
uh that's a smart move. Come
Yeah.
on over here. I endorse the move. Yes, I do. Excellent. All right, Charisse. Well, that's nice. Nice picks there. All these picks, of course, will be in the comment section of your video. So be ready for those. I am going to try to be the Smurf on the turf. That's what I'm going to do today.
Okay.
I am going to do the turf pick threes at Gulfstream and Santa Anita,
For
and
what day?
they're $3 wagers. The first one I'm going to do is going to be the 26th, the same day that Mike chose, which is our day after Christmas here in 2 days. So I'm going to do the 26th. The Tropical Turf Pick 3 is a $3 base wager. It's races 1, 7, and 10.
Oh,
So
wow.
Oh,
you
Is
normally you
it
see them a
really?
little closer together, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, I mean the track can certainly change over that time. I'm hoping it doesn't, but we'll see what we get. So, my first wager here is the first race, and it starts off with a maiden special weight 70K, mile and 16th on the turf, and I'm going to put the two in Velasquez and Pletcher. As Mike said, they're not going down there to eat shrimp cocktails. No, no, no. Pletcher and Velasquez are there to win. So I'm putting the
hmm,
two in there, but I'm also putting the 10 in there. Castellano and Phil Antonucci. I think that one is got a really good shot to win. If I was going to bet any win bets, I'd probably go the 10 on it. So I'm going to start off with two horses there, 2 and 10. And in the seventh race, got to scroll all the way over to that one, which is an optional claiming $75,000 race, 1 mile, of course, on the turf, because this is an all turf big three. I'm going to put in the two Judge Davis, Mike Maker, and Arad Ortiz. Arad, he is getting ready here. This is now the championship meet, I believe they call it at Gulfstream.
yep.
So this is when all the big trainers and all the big jockeys are going to be there. So we've got Judge Davis, Arad Ortiz, the two. I'm also going to put in the five Seminole Chief. Very interesting horse. Jack Sistron and Tyler Gaffleone is on board for that one. First time gelding, 2 for 3 already at this on this course, and a third. So I think this horse at 4 to 1 is definitely a bargain. I just feel he's going to get played throughout his last two races, and a first time gelding. I think he's sitting on go. So I put the five in there. And I also threw the favorite in there, the 7 One Stripe, South African horse that, since he's come to the States, they thought he was, a hot number back in South Africa. But South African racing versus United States racing, completely different beast. They're not nearly as robust down there. He won a couple of grade ones, but they're 100,000 each. So I mean, that doesn't tell you a whole lot. He comes here and they pop him right into grade ones. Woodbine Mile, 5 lengths back. Breeders' Cup Mile, 7 lengths back. So, I mean, is the horse good? I don't know. We'll find out. You got to throw him in just in case. And it's first time Lasix also. So that's a big factor. That's probably why he's 7 to 5. So I'm putting that one in
Yeah.
also.
Yep.
And then in the final race here, it's a mile on the turf at Gulfstream. Allowance 25,000. You have to have run for 25,000 sometime in your career, and you can't have more than one win unless it's your maiden. The four fits those conditions perfectly, and that's La Cantera. That I think is going to be the winning horse, quite honestly. Junior Alvarado for uh, Carlos David, and Carlos David is 21%. Alvarado is 21%. Together, they're 1 for 3. So the four, I think, is got a really good shot there. But I'm
He
also
loves
throwing
that.
in,
He loves that turf course too,
oh yeah,
Steve. He
absolutely.
absolutely loves it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Amen.
So yeah.
And so I got him, but I'm also trying to get a little bit of a price here. I'm throwing the 7 in there, Mary Marguerite. God bless Mary Marguerite. She is won her last two races at Gulfstream. She's 1 for 1 on this course at this distance. So I think she's got every right to win again. And at 8 to 1, that's a killer price. And then the other one I've got is ditched with husbands on board for Safi Joseph. We don't need to say any more about Safi down at Gulfstream, but together those two are 30, almost 30% together. So in that final race, I've got 4, 7, 8, and hopefully we can get a little price in there. That last race also, I made note that Miss Ellery might be the favorite with Gaffleone and Lauren Robson as the trainer.
Hmm.
But that horse, 8 seconds,
Yeah.
3/3 out of 23 starts. The horse just does not like to win. And the shocking thing about it is, if Lauren, you're watching this, you might want to try blinkers. I'm just saying. I don't see
Yeah.
blinkers on the entire sheet here. I've got the abbreviated version here. I don't have all 23, but I don't see any blinkers on this horse. And maybe it just needs to take a look at a horse right or left to get that extra little punch. I'm just saying. Maybe that's what might help. But so I'm betting against that 6 horse in that race. So that ticket is $54 because it is a $3 base wager. And you want to talk about a big ticket. Santa Anita has such a good opening day, albeit delayed 2 days, opening day ticket here. So I did the turf pick 3 at Santa Anita as well. And that one is a little more traditional. It's not going to start in the first race, but it is going to start in the seventh race.
For Sunday, honey?
This is opening day for Santa Anita, so that's Sunday, correct?
Okay, correct.
Yep. All right. So in the seventh race, I'm going to put in Yakovlev out of Ireland. Yakovlev, the 7 horse. Hector Barrios, Jeff Mullins. I'm putting in the 10 Hot Rocket, and I'm putting in 12 Katona at 10 to 1. So we've got a 10 to 1 shot, we've got an 8 to 1 shot, and we got an 8 to 1 shot. I'm not even putting any of the favorites in there. And the reason I'm doing it is this. I believe and always have believed, and Charisse can attest to this, and Tony Leaf, if you're out there watching, you're the one that told me this. You don't really want to bet those inside horses down the hill. They make a they make a right turn, then they make a left turn, and when they make that right turn, it screws them up because all the outside horses jam them in, and they get stuck. So they've got to be super fast down that hill to clear that. I don't think any of the inside horses are super fast enough to do that. But I also like the ones that close coming down the hill because if you don't have any natural speed when you're coming down that hill, it's just going to give you the speed. So
Hmm.
a guy that's got an early number of maybe 79 or 80 is going to play like a 90, 92 because he's just flying down that hill and without any ease at all. And oh yeah, by the way, he can finish, so he's going to have some left. So he didn't use anything in the beginning. He got in a contentious position and he can finish. So that's why I'm picking those horses, and that's my key to that one. 7, 10, 12. I think that if we get one of those, that's going to start off this pick 3, and there's a good chance you might get a comma in here.
Hmm.
San Gabriel, grade 3 is the next one, the ninth race, mile and an eighth on the turf. Very interesting race. It's $100,000 race, and I put 4 in there. Stay hot for sure. Irad Ortiz, he's coming out to ride, and that horse is in the money 6 out of 7 times, first or second, on the same course at Santa Anita. And he's won 3 out of 7 times. So you've got to put the horse for course angle in there. He just likes the track. He likes the distance. Let's put him in there. The other horse I'm putting in is Neil Drysdale off a layoff, St. Anthony. And I think that horse is going to finish strongly. And I think if we get some speed up front, you got to watch for St. Anthony coming at the end. And
What
JJ's on
number is
board that
he?
one.
What number
That
is
was
he,
the
Steve?
5.
Okay,
The 4 and then the 5. We got
got it.
Stay and St. Anthony. But wait, there's more. I also put the 7 in there, Suchet, which is French bred John Sadler for Honest Racing. At down at Del Mar, it ran its eyeballs out. Mile was 16th at 141. Did really well, and that track was playing very tough. Got a 91 speed figure, won by 3 lengths, and it's 6 to 1 here. So I'm putting that 7 in for sure. And the other one, horse for course, Cabo Spirit, the
Hmm.
9 horse.
Uh,
Cabo Spirit is always in there somewhere. And that horse has won 4 out of 15 on this course.
yeah.
So he certainly likes that condition. And Mike
Hmm.
Smith's on board, and Mike's won on him once and come in second and third a couple other times. So Mike's going to give him a good ride. So we're putting that one in too. And to finish it off, it is the last race, the American Oaks Grade One. That's a $300,000 race. And I am, who did you pick in your double in this last race, my dear?
The three
Cliffs?
cliffs.
Yeah, I didn't put
Yeah.
Cliffs in. I didn't put Cliffs in. However, I understand why you did it, and certainly I like the turf, east to west. You know, we talk about that all the time, right? Pick
Hmm.
the east horses, coming to the west when it's turf.
Hmm.
But I'm putting in Will Then because Will Then has proven that that horse can travel. He likes to go here and there, so I kind of equate him as an East Coast one. So I'm putting Will Then in there, the two horse. I'm also putting Ambaya in there, Frezou with Jonathan Thomas. If you notice something, I put two Jonathan Thomas horses in there. So those are the two, but the one I really, really think is going to run well is Anime has got a horse running with JJ on board. Again, the east to west angle, totally justified, the number 8 horse. And that horse, I think, is just sitting there waiting for an opportunity like this. It's been off since October, so you know that George Arnold was the trainer back there. You know that George Arnold was saying, you know what, we're going to wait for this race and come out and win it. So I think the 8 is definitely worth a bet, and that is my ticket. And this one is $108, so it's not a cheap pick three at all. But if you get through this sequence, absolutely a comma. I would say if you get the right horses, it could be a high comma.
How
So
Wow.
much how much is it if they throw in my number three horse in the last leg, Cliffs? What does that make it? 124?
144.
yeah,
144, I think.
I
Right?
think so
144?
because you're talking,
Yeah.
yeah. See, 12 times 4, 48 times 3, yeah, 144.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
If I tell you what, if I'm having a good day, I'm gonna play it and throw in Cliffs.
There you go. There you
Because
go.
I'm not gonna let Charisse horse beat me. I'm gonna throw that one in there.
And I don't blame you, Mike, at all because
I
I mean
you
it's
know,
that this horse is. I mean, it does make sense in this condition, and certainly Cherie DeVoe doesn't come here very often. I mean, granted, it's a Grade One race, and everybody wants to win a Grade One race, and it is the east to west turf shipper. And
yeah,
you know, if turf ships from east to west, bet it. If dirt ships from west to east, bet it.
get it.
And so
Exactly.
so that one
Exactly.
falls right in there. So I guarantee Cliffs is going to run, and Jose Ortiz, he could run anywhere, anytime he wants. So if Cherie DeVoe flew him out here, the owners Lael Stables, if they decided, you know, we're going to come get that money, they just might. So
Yeah. You know
anyway,
what's interesting is, those Ortiz boys, and again, Charisse did it and you did it. They are absolutely those two and Pratt to me are the best jockeys that are walking on earth right now.
yeah,
Their horses are never in trouble.
I know, so true.
Well, I like Jose Ortiz more
Hmm.
like his brother. I think his brother tends to get a little too aggressive at times
Yeah,
and
you can.
dicey a little bit, but
Yeah.
he seems like a really nice guy. They both seem very happy, very into their families, their wives, their kids. I just think that Irad has that reputation to
He does.
be
Sure.
a little dangerous sometimes.
Hmm.
If
Hmm.
he is in trouble, he's going to force his way through no matter
Well,
what.
yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
and that's for those very reasons, or the reason that as an owner or a bettor, you want to bet them. You know, I
Yeah.
mean, if I've got a guy that's not afraid to go in between horses or go to the rail or maybe give somebody a little bit of a nudge and hopefully the judges don't DQ him, I kind of want that guy. I want Iran, I want Saez, I want
Yeah.
those guys that are not afraid to go get them. You're right on sometimes they get a little too aggressive where it's dangerous, but I think these guys are willing to take their days off and hope that they don't have a massive spill. And I think
Hmm.
there's a big difference between super aggressive and super dangerous. On occasion, they get dangerous, but I think for the most part they do a pretty good job of being
Hmm.
aggressive. I want that. It's better than some of the jockeys we know, Charisse, that are afraid to go inside or in between horses. Sketty, sketty, sketty.
Yeah,
It's
it's
getting.
yeah, you got to be willing to do that. And another trainer that's having a really good year is Kenny McPeak,
Yeah.
and he tells the story about Julian Leparoux riding at Oaklawn. Last year he actually had to go to him and tell him, "I can't ride you anymore if you're going to go wide every single time."
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
that's one of them. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, he does not want to go inside, and
yeah,
Kenny said that I had to sit him down and say, "You're going to force me to take you off my horses because you're
yeah.
refusing to go inside."
Right. That's the same thing with Bejarano and quite a
Yeah,
few others that you just can't. If Rafael Bejarano's on a horse and his horse is a closer on the rail, fine. He's going to work his way out and go outside. If he's a speed horse on the outside, fine. But if he's in the 5 hole and he's kind of a middler, I can't bet him.
no,
I just can't bet him because I know
no.
what's going to end up happening. He's going to drop back and try to make that one move, and by the time he does that, it's going to be too late. And
Hmm.
it's I get it. These guys have had bad spills. Bejarano had a bad spill. Probably Late Peru did. I mean, there's a lot of these guys that at some point you start looking at it like Cherise said. You got a wife and kids, and you're looking at your future, and it's like do I want to be disabled in a wheelchair, or do I want to maybe take that outside route and maybe uh, you know ride 20,000 claimers instead of stakes horses. So yeah, I get it, but you're right. Kenny McPeak also has the option to say you can't ride my horses anymore.
Right? Yeah, yeah. So, have you guys played Oaklawn yet?
No, not
It's
really.
tough.
We've been really busy with work and getting ready for the holidays. We're having the family coming over on the 26th. So, um,
Yeah.
but we've seen the prices.
Yeah, very, very tough. And I mean, you in one race you can have horses from seven different racetracks. That's
Right.
what makes it tough.
Oh,
You
yes.
Hmm.
know, how does that translate to Oaklawn? You
Yeah.
know, but something I've noticed about Oaklawn is if they work well over that track, and what I mean by working well over the track is what you want to look for is if you see a horse, this is my favorite work, the 48,
Yeah.
handily.
Love it.
That work right there seems to always tip a hand. I use it in first time starters all the time. If
Mm.
that's to me like the most, it shows speed and I love that work. And I cast some good tickets last week at Oaklawn just looking at the workout patterns. Period.
Sure. Yeah, you have to because you never know how somebody's going to like Oaklawn. It's a tricky track. It's like old Belmont, Big Sandy. It's a tricky track.
Mhm.
Gulfstream, same way. You got to pick horses that like the surface, and Del Mar is no different. I
Yeah.
mean, right by the ocean with the salt air, the different smell, the different texture of the dirt and
Hmm.
everything. It's just got a different vibe. I mean, anybody that's been on a California beach knows that smell, that feel of the dirt, I
Hmm.
mean, and we're humans and we catch that. I mean, horses are probably getting on there going, this is kind of weird. The
Yeah.
ocean's right over there. Is that a pelican? What the heck's this
Yeah.
all about? So
Yeah.
yeah, no doubt about it. No doubt. Well, yeah, well, what do you got plans for the holidays there, Mike?
Yeah, just I'm actually told Charisse I've been doing work around the home, but tomorrow I'm having a Christmas dinner and have my grandson over and some friends and I'm gonna be the chef.
Oh,
Ah,
good.
there you go.
So
Excellent.
I'm
All right.
excited
All right,
about that.
chef. What are we
Mhm.
cooking, chef?
I'm gonna have turkey. It's just a traditional dinner. I'm gonna have turkey, ham, and cornbread dressing, and I have a friend making some sweet potato pies for me, and
Oh,
and of course some eggnog and a little bit of brandy. So
there you go. There you go. Got to spice it up a little bit. Why not?
very little for me though.
We've got people coming over, Cerise.
We got all the kids,
Oh,
three of
great.
our kids, and daughter-in-law and son-in-law, and our expectant daughter with little
Yeah.
Maddie May in her belly. She is now 31 weeks today.
Wow.
So, and then my mom will be here with us. We'll have, let's see, we'll have 8 adults, 3 dogs, and an unborn child
Mm,
on the
mm,
26th. And then on the 25th, we're going to our son-in-law's firehouse in Los Angeles again, like we did in Thanksgiving. We're going to spend Christmas Day there.
mm, mm,
And tonight we're going to spend it with my mom. We're taking her out to dinner. We're going to have a nice Christmas Eve dinner and enjoy.
mm. Is it possible that we're going to have a Kentucky Derby baby?
No, she's due February 25th.
Oh,
Yeah.
February 25th. Okay. We're
Yeah.
gonna we're gonna just miss it. So maybe a Santa Anita Derby baby somewhere around there.
Oh,
Maybe.
no, no, a month early. No, a month early. But wouldn't that be a dilemma for me if my daughter with the next child goes into labor the night before the Kentucky Derby?
I
Uh,
tell you what,
What do I
an easy
do?
it'll be an easy dilemma for you. It will be because those mama instincts gonna kick in, and I know what you're gonna do.
Well, I'll be at the hospital like this on my TVG
Yeah, yeah,
or
exactly.
FanDuel account.
Yeah,
Hey, what you need me? Okay, hold on 1 minute. Yeah.
yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah.
that's
Yes,
funny.
we're very excited about this new addition, our first grandchild. Their first
Yes,
child. Yeah.
they're the best, and I've told you this, and Cherie, I've been telling you since you broke the news to me that they are the absolute. They're so much better than your children, and I
Yeah.
know, and I tell you this all the time, and I think you're going to confirm it to me. They're just better than your children.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe it. I know, but you'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I just can't wait to see her cute little face. I've seen her ultrasounds and she's very dramatic. She has her hand like this. Every
Yeah.
ultrasound, she's like this. She's hiding. No, not yet. Not yet.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
cute. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
very excited. Very excited.
Yep, we're gonna have a gaggle of geese, so we're gonna have that, and then
And 3 dogs, 2 labs, and one
yep,
corgi.
yep, yeah.
Oh, that's great.
We have something planned from today forward for about 4 or 5 straight days.
Yeah.
So we're
Yeah.
yeah.
What a
Come
blessing.
the 29th, we're gonna take a nice deep breath and okay,
Yeah.
we got through it. So
Yeah.
that'd be good. Anyway. All right, everybody. Well, and I also wanted to close up the very sad one of the YouTube influencers out there that I followed for many years, Adam the Woo.
Mhm.
Mark Adam Williams passed away in his sleep about a day and a half ago, and I'd be remiss if I didn't mention something about that because I've been following him for quite a few years. With all those travels, he was one of the original video log travel guys that was going around, and videoing everything. And his tagline was, we're gonna go explore this over here. Come join me, shall you?" That was all. That's what he always used to say,
Yeah.
and it was very unexpected. He was 51 years old, so
Wow.
it's way too young for somebody
Yes.
to pass. But um, Adam and your friends out there, if any of them are horse racing fans, maybe you're watching this. But I felt it was needed to mention that because he seemed like such a nice guy, and everybody said the same thing. So
So I
anyway.
have a challenge for any of his friends that are into horse racing. Let's get a horse, let's get a colt named Adam the Woo.
I love that.
A 2-year-old of 2026 getting ready to run. Rename a horse, do whatever, and let us know when you name that horse. Send it to us through YouTube, whatever, and we'll get you on the air and we'll go down and see the horse. How's that?
Well,
Right.
he lived down in Celebration, Florida, so who knows? Maybe get one down at Gulfstream, and that would be
Yeah.
fun because he's got a lot of friends down there. But anyway,
Yep.
all righty, friends. Well, that's it for Kiss for Luck, and you probably won't see us. Will you see us before the new year? I think you will. Yeah, you're going to catch us. We got to give out picks for New
Next
Year's
week.
Eve because we have attended Santa Anita for New Year's Eve several times over the
Year's
years, and
Day.
Yeah, New Year's Day rather. I said New Year's Eve. Sorry, New Year's Day. And we've got to give those picks out for the first day of 2026. And so if anybody's out there watching, go ahead and DM us, and we're going to be up in front runners and watching the races. So come join us, say hi. We'll buy you a beer. All right.
Right.
Anyway, okay, all. That's it from A Kiss for Luck. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Merry Christmas. Hope Santa's
Merry
good to
Christmas.
everybody.
Merry Christmas, all.